She's a very strong player. She's been around quite a few years now. One of the rare lefties in the ladies' game. But we did see a couple of lefties a little bit earlier in the tournament. OB, as she's known. She's got herself a nice
ladies and gentlemen,
tan.
first set, first leg. Maria to throw first.
I suppose
Game on.
we haven't been spending enough time in the southwest coast, mate.
Yeah, Plymouth is a bit sunnier than up north,
60.
where we hail from. But O'Brien produced one of the best performances actually on the Lakeside stage when she beat Fallon Sherrick in the quarterfinals back in 2019. That was higher than all but 2 of the winning performances in the last 18 years. So it shows what she's capable of.
She's got a very high level of performance. That was a tremendous championship in 2019. Won by Suzuki, her first championship, beating Lorraine Winstanley in the final.
25.
Maria in the semis, lost out to Suzuki. For me, that was one of the best ladies' championships in its history. It's the one that really sticks out of my mind.
Suzuki returned successfully yesterday with that rather iconic baby shark walk on.
140.
Do you know the story about how it came about?
I don't.
She sang it on karaoke at a Bridlington event. And then it became a welcome song
60.
from there.
Suzuki doing karaoke, I want to see that.
What's your number when you get the old microphone in your hand?
What I usually do is pass it on to the next person.
45.
I have heard Tori Kiwish on karaoke in Hong Kong once. She can belt out a tune. She's already belted out a
85.
very good win here so far this week over Lorraine Hyde.
Will they be singing Ave Maria or Sweet Marjolein at the end of this one?
Oh, how long did it take you to come up with that one?
I was up all night.
61. Maria, you require 96.
Treble 20 then for the first leg, but she can't find
56.
it.
If you're not going to get
Marjolein,
the treble,
you require 170.
that's plan B. Leave yourself handily placed. Noijens on a 170. Not to be. You see a little bit of a flickering of that flight, just a little
98.
signal of
Maria, you
a bit of
require
nerves
40.
for Noijens at the start of this contest. OB on tops. Getting marginally closer.
Game shot in the first
Perfectly
leg.
pitched.
Maria O'Brien.
Could take a very comfortable first leg.
Yeah, good start for the seeded
Second
player.
leg. Marjolein to throw first.
I should
Game
say
on.
a rising standard. It was something of a struggle at times between Marjolein and Amanda Harwood, but she did have a moment in that match.
121.
She had 17 scores of more than 100, including 4 140s. And a good 74 checkout
60.
in there as well. And she's certainly a capable player. Notably, she reached the semi-finals of the British Open back in 2017. Defeated Dieter Hedman 4-0 en route.
Wow. That one will definitely have a permanent place in our memory.
81.
Well, here's a statoid for you. I was looking at this yesterday. I had to check it 3 or 4 times because I couldn't believe it. 4 Dutch women in the draw.
81.
2 men. Quite incredible that there's double the amount of ladies. That's what there are with the men.
Seen some great Dutch women and men over the course of the years here at the Lakeside. We will see
45.
Luke Littler later on, who's looking to take away the record of Jelle Klaassen and being the youngest ever champion here.
He's got a few attempts up his sleeve.
100.
Yeah, good. Half a decade to do it.
Same could be said for someone like Leighton Bennett, who's going for the boys' title later in the week.
96.
Looking to get a bit of revenge against Bradley Rose from late last year.
Well, Noijens has responded well here to losing that first leg. She's down to a finish after a dozen
28.
darts.
Marjolein, you require 158.
And her opponent isn't. So real opportunity in the next couple of visits to make sure she holds her throw and lets Maria know that she's going to be in for a game.
It's not a bad visit there from Noijens. Looking to be an annoyance to OB.
I used to do the puns around here.
100.
I'm just taking one off you.
Marjolein, you require 100.
60 for tops then. Yeah, that's beautifully pitched. Double 19, I think.
62.
Just a bit of movement on that
Maria, you
third
require
dart, just
132.
leaning over. Just got to be wary of that.
And she leaned over and she sprinted after the dart as well. Like, can I have it back and have another go?
No such thing as a mulligan in this game.
Close as
Marjolein, you
though she
require
could split
38.
this time. Looks like she's going to go straight for it. Double 19. She has split. Double 14 in the end. She gets
Game
it in
shot
the
in the
end.
second
And
leg.
she levels up
Marjolein
the
Noijens.
match.
Third leg, Maria
Pretty
to
good.
throw first. Game on.
1-1. Best of 3 sets, of course. Same format as round 1.
45.
We are coming here for the 5th time, but there's Roscoe.
Yeah, still loving life at the Lakeside. The first Italian ever to
85.
compete on this stage for the World Championship here. It won't be long before we see a few more. We spoke a little
60.
bit about that yesterday.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a message this morning, didn't we, from Aurora Fochasato, one of the young stars of the game coming through. Might be seeing her next time. Younger players coming
9.
through. It's great to see. Warby's army is feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, great game to open the second
43.
round. A real thriller. Wasn't bread and butter stuff for Warburton, was it? It was almost toast. But won in the last leg decider.
We talk about armies and darts, of course.
60.
Barney's got his army. Warby's obviously got an army here. Well, surely Maria O'Brien from Plymouth has got to have a green army.
Yeah, she's a well-liked player. In
100.
fact, when you watch the walk-on, there were a few fellow darts players that were there to greet Maria.
Yeah, Laura Turner was down there. She's come straight back to the venue today, not just to support her husband Aaron, but to support Maria as
85.
well.
Yeah, Dave Parletti was on the walk-on as well after his brilliant victory last
99.
night. Also a couple of players that aren't in the tournament but have still come to support it. So Natalie Gilbert, excellent woman player.
You're becoming very quickly the voice of the
43.
ladies game, aren't you, Murph?
Maria, you require
You watch more ladies darts than
154.
anybody.
$44.
Should be following a pattern of holes of throw here, unless Noijens has got something in the locker.
Just seeing, trying to work out a best route to a finish. Now she's found a treble.
81.
Anything will do.
Maria, you require 110.
Still on 95, so treble 19 for double 19.
43.
All is not lost.
Marjolein, you
We've seen
require
138 left.
138.
At least 3 times already today. We're only into match 2. She went the slightly different route, the more new
86.
school route, let's say.
Maria, you require
Team
67.
O'Brien is vocal.
They have indeed come to see her. Is it time to cheer for Maria?
51.
Not quite, that was a long way away.
Marjolein, you require 52.
Could be a break of throw here. Double 8 after that treble 12.
Game shot in the
She's
third leg.
finishing well.
Marjolein Noijens.
That's now 2 doubles hit on the left-hand side
Fourth
of the
leg,
board. Double
Marjolein to
14
throw first.
and double 8.
Game on.
Anka Zylstra, one of the highest seeds in the competition, is out there supporting her compatriot.
Well, you trotted out the
134.
line, Noijens, the annoyance, and she's proving to be so for Maria O'Brien here.
Does she have a nickname? 'Cause
60.
pretty much rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? The annoyance.
Well, maybe we'll suggest it should she go through.
Oh, my Dutch is terrible. I might have to enlist Course Stumpy to translate for me.
100.
Oh, there's my friend Paul Croucher. He's from the local area. He's a good player.
45.
Well, it's O'Brien who's getting annoyed here. A couple of three-figure visits from her opponent. It's proving to be a nuisance in this match.
55.
Remember back in the day when Adams was making his debut at the Lakeside and everybody was saying that his flights were flickering, he was a bit nervous. Look what he turned into. He turned into a legend.
100.
Noijens has got that familiar little flicker of the flight with a slightly shaken hand, but things are going her way so far in this opening set. I wonder if in years to come she becomes a Lakeside legend herself.
42.
She'll become a Lakeside legend instantly if she walks back up to the hockey and cleans up 170.
60.
It's never been done in the ladies tournament.
Marjolein, you require 170.
No better time than now. And she might. Oh, she threatened it.
It would have been so funny
85.
if she'd have got the second 60 and laid up, which in the grand scheme of the game would have been the right thing to do, but because nobody's ever done it in the ladies tournament,
40.
it would make it hilarious.
I would have
Marjolein,
walked
you
out of the commentary
require
box and left you to
85.
it if that had happened, Paul.
Yeah, the old mic drop.
85 becomes 83. Just tidying up, putting herself in a position to
29.
wrap up the set after this visit from O'Brien.
Maria's in a bit of trouble here. Her average is starting to drop.
24. Marjolein,
Noijens
you
is going to get
require
a set
56.
shot here, which is very doable considering what she's already done in this set.
Double top.
Game shot in the
And it
first
is
set.
the lead for the
Marjolein
unseeded player,
Noijens.
Marjolein. Welcome back. Maria O'Brien with work to do here against her unseeded opponent, Marjolein Noijens, who's proving to be a bit of a pest for the Plymouth Ace. And O'Brien faces the prospect of being the first seeded player to be dumped out of the 2022 Lakeside World Darts Championship. O'Brien's a player with excellent pedigree, Paul. She's got a lot of experience. And she's going to have to rely on it here.
She is.
Second set,
She's
first
won
leg.
many ranking
Marjolein to
titles
throw first.
over the last
Game
5
on.
years has Maria O'Brien, including the likes of the Irish Classic, the Italian Grand Masters, Italian Open. She obviously likes it in Italy. She's won twice in Slovakia as well.
58.
But on this stage, it's very, very different. She has to win 2 straight sets against an opponent
83.
that's doubling really well.
Yeah, she really is. She's hit half of her attempts at double so far in this match. Noijens.
60.
There's been a somewhat international flavour to winners of this tournament in the past. But only one Dutch lady has done it. And that was
60.
Frances Hunselaar, one of the greats of the ladies' game.
And after the first couple of visits, Maria O'Brien's on 3.58 here. Noijens on 3.83.
59.
So that becomes 3.24.
Maria's line in this game has been really good.
100.
You can see everything in a straight line, just above, in, then just below. That's pretty good. It's got to remain that way, but the weight of the dart has to improve. She has got to deny her opponent
60.
the amounts of shots she's had so far.
258 before these for Maria O'Brien, so looking for a treble to leave a finish.
60.
The same applies to her opponent, who's on 264 ahead of this visit. Apologies for the lack of scoreboard at the moment. We will get that back up as soon as possible.
It's a good switch. And a very unkind bounce into that small 7, which leaves Noijens on 199. O'Brien 1 point ahead just before these 3 darts.
60.
Again, she picks up 3 straight darts, but doesn't pick up a treble.
That's an opening, because if Noijens does pick up a treble, then once again O'Brien will be in trouble. Well, it's a wild one.
$46. Maria, you require 138.
Leaves Noijens on 153 with O'Brien 15 ahead. Treble 20 will leave double 19.
60.
Again,
Marjolein, you require
for
153.
the 4th time in this leg, she has scored 60. With a ton sandwiched in the middle of those to leave herself on 78. Noijens on 153 is not going to take it. Maybe it's something like
79.
this 78 for O'Brien that's going to
Maria,
fire
you
her up.
require 78.
Treble 18, the first port of call, finds it for 2 darts at double 12. Oh, and that is a darting disaster for Maria O'Brien, who now can't finish and has to rely on Noijens, who's been
No score.
hitting half of her attempts, and it's got even worse for O'Brien,
Marjolein, you
busting
require
there.
74.
That was not part of the plan. That treble 7 has taken it all the way back to 78. Single 20. Or that. That leaves double 10. And it's
Shot in the first
double-double.
leg. Marjolein Noijens.
Noijens
Second leg.
is
Maria
bouncing
to
around
go
this
first.
stage with
Game on.
confidence.
Yeah, 4 out of 7 now. You could say 5 out of 7 have that double-double finish.
140.
Look at those points there from Maria O'Brien, Paul. Just talk us through why players use points that are kind of gnarled like that.
Yeah, it's a really interesting topic at the minute because last night when James Richardson was playing, there was
100.
hoo-ha about the state of the board after that match. The treble 20 was particularly shredded, but players use points
60.
that aren't particularly shiny or straight because they have a portion of their grip on the point and they need a little bit of traction. With Maria's, they have little swales in them, a bit like Mervyn King's old
40.
darts. And she has a position on those points where she can pitch her finger against it, give her a better throwing action. I believe
60.
this is a new thing for OB. I don't think I've ever seen her throwing with these points before.
Well, she is someone who's working back to full fitness, full darting match practice. She was quite ill
100.
last year, and she spent some time actually in a wheelchair. She's been out of it for about 6 months, so she's just getting back to the levels that she knows she's capable of producing.
100.
I don't like to hear that about nice people like Maria. That's not nice. It's really good to see her on the stage and, more importantly, looking healthy.
59. Maria, you require 141.
Well, she should, from here, go on and hold her throw, but she does, of course, need to find a break at some point in the set.
97.
There will be curtains.
It's a nice switch there from the number 7 seed. Now she's got a pick of a double. Could be Motown, 4 tops.
43.
double 16.
Maria, you require 44.
Pick your double. She's got the single. There's the double.
Game shot in the second
Much
leg.
more
Maria
tiny.
O'Brien.
You can see the
Third
element
leg,
of
Marjolein
frustration
to
there
go
from
first.
Maria.
Game on.
There was nothing wrong with that. It's 1-1 in set 2. That was, on your camera, the translator
85.
and travel companion of the defending champion, Tsuyoshi-san.
He was sitting with
100.
Dieter Hedman, the number 1 seed for the women's tournament.
I've known Tsuyoshi now for over 10 years. I can't ever remember him not smiling.
45.
Who will be smiling at the end of this one? It's going the way of Noijens at the moment. All she needs to do
60.
is hold a throw throughout this set, and she'll book a place in the quarterfinals, where the winner of this match will face either Corinne Hammond or Rhiannon O'Sullivan, which is a match we're all looking forward to this evening.
Oh, yeah.
83.
It's going to be good. I just love what Wolfie said to our presenter, Lindsay, when we were talking about that game.
140.
Got a lot on her plate.
Well, having watched Rhiannon batter Paula Jacqueline yesterday, or a couple of days ago as it was, I certainly think Wolfie's got a case there. There was more breaks from Rhiannon O'Sullivan than from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I see what you did there. Very good.
85.
Great last start from Maria. Superb to leave her on a guaranteed shot at a finish. And boy, she could need that. Marjolein could use a treble herself to get into 2-dart range.
58.
I like that switch
Maria,
though,
you require 116.
because it leaves 130 instead of 128. 130 being slightly easier. Let's find out if she can do it. We've had some big finishes today, the likes of the 164 from Warburton, 160 from Prinz.
Yeah, the two biggest finishers of the tournament coming in the same match. Noijens matched her highest checkout from her first match with that 74 in the previous set. She's not going to exceed that outshot here.
44. Maria, you require 56.
Double 10 for 2-1.
36.
Could be costly.
Marjolein, you require 86.
Does she get a shot at the ball? Can she somehow have two at double 16? Let's find out. Neither. The two smallest singles on the board hit.
5.
And one of them twice.
Maria, you require 20.
So double 10. Double 5 for the break back.
Are we seeing a bit of ring rust from one of the more seasoned players
16.
in the ladies' game?
Marjolein, you
usually do
require
things like that.
81.
Maybe the blessing for Maria is that Noijens really had a shocking visit the last time out. Can she save it? That's severely under-delivered, because it was the single 12 that would have left a shot at the ball. By getting 2 more points, she's actually cost herself a shot.
41. Maria, you require 4.
So,
Game shot in the third leg.
Double 2.
Maria O'Brien.
and O'Brien does get the break that she needs.
Fourth leg. Maria to throw first. Game on.
That was a great retrieval of the dart from the board there. It was a bit like a yoink, wasn't it? Just come here. I'll tell you who's boss.
We were talking about her recent form. It's starting to improve, obviously, as she gets back to full fitness. We did see her recently reach the semi-finals of a PDC Women's Series event. And she missed match starts against the rising Irish star Robin Byrne, and would have played Lisa Ashton in the final. Incidentally, the 25-year-old Byrne also made it to Lakeside herself, but lost 5-3 in the final of the qualifier to Rhiannon O'Sullivan. I'm sure she will get her time.
She will. Robin Byrne has been on the end of
30.
some very good sentences over the last few seasons. Robin will have her time. We will wait patiently.
60.
There was another Dutch lady that Maria O'Brien beat to win her last ranking title in Italy. And the beautiful situation of Bologna
60.
beating Eileen de Graaf. We haven't seen anything of Eileen de Graaf so far in this tournament. We will.
Yeah, she takes on Mikuru Suzuki.
55.
What is a mouth-watering clash. Noijens herself came through the other qualifier, the one that was held in the Netherlands, in Assen. She'll be prepared for a battle with O'Brien. It could have been a little simpler. Really did have a battle with Amanda the Panda Harwood.
You just wanted to see Amanda the Panda again, didn't you?
I was a little frustrated that she didn't go. No offence
140.
to Marjolein, but just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Well, everybody was really loving your line of "it's pandemonium."
41. Maria, you require 46.
Stop pandering to me, Paul. I'm not going to buy you lunch. Double top for O'Brien for the set.
Game shot in the
And she
second
takes the
set.
set.
Maria O'Brien.
And it's all square. After surviving a scare, Maria O'Brien now has the darts in the deciding set.
Third set,
passion.
first leg. Maria to
That's
throw
what you want to
first.
see
Game
from
on.
any player in this tournament. Show us how much you want it. And when Maria went 1-0 down in sets, whatever she did in the break, it's fired her up. She is terrific to watch when she's playing like this. And things are starting to work
25.
more than one way for Maria O'Brien. She's not only playing more improved stuff, but her opponent is starting to fall maybe at the right time. Maria did not want those two single ones.
59.
What a great save.
Yeah, starting to struggle a little bit to keep up with Maria's scoring. And that's a very, very stray dart.
Do we have to talk at this juncture, Murph, about how the experienced
52.
O'Brien has played this format before, but on the circuit through the WDF system, there's not a great deal of matches of this length.
41.
It's all quite short format stuff as we get a little glimpse of Luke Littler. What's he doing out there? He should be in the practice room, Luke. Or are you just
68.
ready?
He's a cool customer, mature beyond his years. We will see him in action in the final match of the afternoon session. Taking on
60.
Ben Hazel. There was another player who was embroiled in a real battle in the opening round.
You could say that again.
He was another player that was involved in a real battle in the opening round.
Oh, 2
35.
bounce outs in this leg now for Noijens. Maria O'Brien is stomping all over that.
99.
Yeah, looking very comfortable now, O'Brien. Noijens nowhere near in the opening leg of set 3.
That's a much better dart. Forceful there from Marjolein.
100. Maria, you require 102.
Doesn't get it to a finish though. And O'Brien can pick her target. 68 left. She has the referee there to let her know if she needs. And there's the experience, using the referee
94.
to her advantage. If you're not sure, ask Anthony.
.41. Maria, you require 8.
Double 4 then. Oh, wrong
No
bet.
score.
Shouldn't matter, with Noijens still stuck outside finishing range.
Just plants that little seed of doubt though, doesn't it? When you come back, you don't want to overshoot it once again when your opponent is now going to be on a finish. It's all well and good missing it when they're languished on 180, but you do not want to give them a shot at something like 135. And she does
Game
it.
show in the first
That
leg.
is
Maria
really
O'Brien.
good. Mental darts there
Second
from
leg,
OB.
Marjolein to throw
Straight back
first.
to the hockey.
Game on.
Straight hit. 1-0 in the final set.
I just caught a glimpse of Natalie Gilbert there cheering on Maria O'Brien. Does have a lot of fans in the house.
100.
One thing we should mention, Murph, about Maria O'Brien, it's largely forgotten, is that she was one match away from playing at the PDC World Championship.
140.
She lost out to Lisa Ashton in Milton Keynes, and if it wasn't for an unbelievable 1-3-2 finish from the great Ashton,
140.
then Maria O'Brien could have been going to Ali Pali instead.
Yeah, she really is a player with great pedigree.
100.
You mentioned the Italian Open win. She's won the British Internationals twice. Also the Europe overall champion
60.
for England in 2018.
Great team player. Spoken to some of her teammates, and they talk about Maria with great fondness.
60.
You need that when you're playing for your country. You need people who know how to play in a team environment. And Maria O'Brien, more often than not, is
96.
one of the first people on the team sheet for the England ladies.
Noijens has recovered and recouped somewhat
60.
here. A ton followed by a
Marjolein,
ton
you require
40 to
105.
kick off this leg, matching Maria, but getting down to a much more makeable outshot Can't go out now, but Maria's on a whopper.
53. Maria, you require 141.
Just next door. This leg is far from
55.
done.
Marjolein, you require
This is
52.
where these shots count. Got to get the single first. There's 47 left. It is double 16.
20.
Somewhat brave shot
Maria, you
there
require
on
86.
47 when you've missed a single already. Could have gone for the 19 or the 7. But Maria's got a shot at the bull.
51. Marjolein, you
Will she
require
get
32.
a chance at anything else? Marjolein's doubling has been decent, but she's starting to shake. She's faltering pretty badly because now all she can do is lay up and hope that OB doesn't
No
clean
score.
up.
Maria, you require 35.
Looks confident. Maybe less so now. That leaves 29. Double 10.
15.
Very close. Just a bit too messy, and you can see
Marjolein,
the
you require
pain.
32.
Well, it was wise of Marjolein to bust her score. And it's
Game
worked
shot
a
in the
treat.
second leg. Marjolein Noijens.
She
Third
levels
leg,
up.
Maria to throw first.
Well, it's value for money stuff today, isn't it, so far?
You can see that again.
26.
Caught a glimpse of Mike Warburton walking through the venue, strutting through this iconic place, chest out saying, yeah, I'm through. You can all worry for a couple of days.
26.
I'll see you in a bit. I think there are some Dutch fans there. I'm sure that was the partner of Richard Veenstra as well. Cheering on Marjolein.
140.
Yeah, he was bothered by the Badger, though, wasn't he? Mike Warburton, really good game to kick off this round. He's going to bask
100.
in glory for now, but he's still got work to do here at the Lakeside. Which one of these will still have work to do?
100.
The best feelings, I'm sure, for players at this iconic venue as we get a glimpse of Rhiannon O'Sullivan is someone saying to you, I'll see you later in the week.
50.
She's still playing. Maria needs good stuff from here to guarantee a finish. She might have looked at the
100.
25 and bull, but decided to stay on the triple, and it has worked out.
I haven't actually asked you, Paul, have you played on this stage? I know not in tournaments, but exhibitions and things?
No.
15. Maria, you require
only played on that stage
135.
to test the board for the production crew. That does not count. This bullseye would count. Does she fancy it? She wants to go for it, but I don't think it's the right thing to do.
103.
That was the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's experience, isn't it? Nouse from O'Brien. She just let her excitement settle and then
42.
did what was
Maria, you
probably the
require
right
32.
play, and it will prove to be so if she completes this. And she
Game
does.
show in the third leg. Maria
Double
O'Brien.
four's been good to her.
Fourth leg.
At
Marjolein
one
to
time she
throw
hit double
first.
18 on a
Game
double
on.
4 effort.
Who do you think they're supporting?
Plymouth Argyle.
They're not satisfied with just the one sign. Cheering on
60.
Maria O'Brien, and they may have something to cheer, maybe even at the end of this leg.
I saw Maria this morning having a practice with Tori
60.
Kewish. Full credit to Tori, who's sticking around on the days where she's not playing and cheering on some of the other ladies and giving them a hit out. That's the community that the ladies' game has.
30.
If somebody wants a practice partner, then somebody's going to step up.
Yeah, it was a wonderful moment between her and Lorraine Hyde on the stage at the end. They become really good
100.
friends. And they were, I think, a little bit annoyed to have drawn each other, although they saw the funny side.
Yeah, it's awful when you draw a friend.
45.
I'd much rather draw someone that you're just not that bothered about. This is good from OB.
100.
It's extremely straight again. That is the key to her game. Scores of 60, ton, and another ton after that. Gives her a 125 lead.
Can she be the
45.
Queen of Lakeside? There is the King of the Castle, Jared Coe. We shouldn't really be showing him too much today. Martin Adams is working with us.
I know, right?
60.
And he turned up in his dart shirt.
O'Brien seems to be closing in. Both sets have been won 3-1 against a throw, but if O'Brien can hold her darts in this set,
60.
and she will win the match, and she might do it by breaking in this very leg.
This has just been
99.
really good, steady darts from O'Brien. And considering this could be the last leg of the contest, it just goes to show that that ring rust from earlier
45.
has been well and
Maria
truly
Uruguayer,
wire-wooled
82.
off.
17. And double top.
42.
Slightly over the top. But she will come back, needing the same target with 3 in hand.
Noijens very close to elimination. But she's painted herself in glory so far this week.
26.
Doesn't look like she's
Maria
going to cling on
Uruguayer,
because
40.
O'Brien looks ready to win.
10s.
Game.
And there it is.
Shot. And the match.
And Maria
Maria
moves
Uruguayer.
through to the quarterfinals. O'Brien